Hi guys, this is my dear friend, wonderful Candice. Tell people who you are, what you are doing, what is your habits or everything about you that you would like to share with people, and then we'll start interview.
Okay, my name is Candyce Exum. Hate to say it, but I'll be 77 in August.
It's wonderful.
So I'm very interested in finding out what I can do to keep in shape and stay healthy. I eat fairly healthy, and I'm always busy, but I don't have any isolated exercises for myself, which Natasha's helping me with. So I can appreciate that. My habits, like I said, I eat fairly healthy, not too much sugar, not too, I like cookies and stuff, but I gain too much weight. So I'm not having, my habit is being busy and not stopping to exercise. I get up in the morning and I want to exercise, but I say, okay, in a minute for this, in a minute for that. And I'm always doing something else, like feeding the kitties or just getting things cleaned up from the night before. And I just get, the day can just slip away into doing all these little errands around the house, and I don't stop and take time for myself, and that's what I need to do.
Yeah, you are busy woman, but tell also that you are a singer.
Well, this is true. One of the busy things I'm doing is studying. I don't really study voice, but I study with music and doing standards, and I've been a singer for quite a while, but not in jazz. So my boyfriend is helping me with that, and he's a jazz guitar player, so I'm getting some really good tips from him, and it's fun to work together. So I do that, and I have a lot of herb garden, and I have lots of flowers to tend to. So I have an outdoor potted garden and some windowsill type gardening that has all my culinary herbs right next to the kitchen window. So I have the herbs, and I do poetry, which I've done for years and years. I mean, I look at people and say, who hasn't, but I've been doing that. And so now it's kind of becoming popular again, where people are reading their poetry at different events.
Thank you.
And I have two kitties that I'm always
Yeah.
chasing around and helping them keep their lives intact.
Also, you can share that you were a fashion model.
I did that.
Don't be shy. Tell me.
I did that. Was a fashion model. Matter of fact, I had the waist of 17 inches for so long, I thought I would never gain weight. But I did. And I worked for, in Portland here, I worked for Janssen World Headquarters as a staff model, size 10. But I was the correct measurement of bones, but like a statue, but I was a little bit too thin back then. So I kind of want to be good in the bones and a little thinner. Not as thin as back then, but a little more in shape. And I did dance with a quite popular band here in the mid-'80s. So I did the choreography and costuming, and so that kept me in shape for a long time. And after that, I tended bar, and
it's also busy work.
Yeah,
busy
you're
job.
walking around, you're always doing something. I mean, some bartenders are just sitting around. When you're not working the bar, you are taking care of the bar. So it's always bending and stretching and reaching and, all that. So I got a lot of exercise that way, and especially in a busy place, you're back and forth and greeting people and all that. But once I kind of retired from that as well, I did that in New Orleans, and it was quite busy. I just have kind of
Relax.
I think I'm retired. I go, what am I doing all day? I'm retired, but I'm not really retired because I'm
you are absolutely busy.
Constantly doing something. So I need to take time out for myself again.
Yeah.
I do a little bit of singing still, but I'd like to get into more exercise that maybe hits upon dancing points and, So
of course. So you thought being retired, you will have a lot of time for yourself.
Yes.
But reality is you have any time for yourself.
Yeah, then you have less time. I don't know how I did it.
Yeah.
I said to my girlfriend of 50 years, how did we do that? She said, we were younger. And a big garden. I had a big garden and a culinary garden and a vegetable garden
And you still have something, okay, smaller, but you still
I still have
a lot of
something because
things.
I can still dabble in that, and I still have something to keep my hands in the soil. But,
Plus, you make jewelry.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Ooh,
So you have a lot of exercise.
I have to my fingers,
muscles.
but I have to do that. And as the eyes get worse as I get older, because I've got different problems with that, I use a loop. So
it's a special loop.
Yes, a jewelry loop, and yes, I do that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know, because you shared with me everything put in my collection. What I know about you. Yeah. So you
have the jewelry,
a lot of activities.
When I go down to New Orleans now that I moved from there back up to Portland, Oregon, I go down there once a year and sell my jewelry. I'll make it a couple of months just before I go down so that I have a lot of product, but ordinarily I'm just too busy to do all that. And then at the end I think, if I'm going down there, I better get a few things together. So the focus goes on to that.
Okay, so we will try to redirect your focus to yourself a little bit at least. We will try. So knowing everything, how artistic person you are, I prepared some questions for you. If your body were an instrument, what kind of music would it be playing these days?
I think, of course, what I sing now is jazz, so I think it would be in a more jazzy tone.
So a lot of improvising.
Or the instrument.
If your body is instrument, what kind of instrument is and what kind of music your body would play?
The music would be jazz, but what would be jazz? But the instrument, oh man, that's a good one. I'm not really sure. A bass is really good, but then again,
you feel like okay, like in shape.
Hourglass. But other than that, I'm not sure what the instrument would be. Maybe the flute.
Oh, it's so nice, so feminine. Yeah. Okay, the next question. Do you feel that your body still wants to dance, sing, move?
Oh, yes.
And dance also?
Yes, absolutely.
You miss your dancing?
Oh, yes, I do miss that. And sometimes I hear music and I'll think, gee, if I could just put that on in the morning and get going, and I could do a lot of exercise to that. It's kind of like the guy that used to do it to the oldies, to exercise. But do I stop and do that? No. I want to, though.
Okay, we can use this, set up your morning exercise. For example, I need to know what kind of music do you like, and I can prepare for you exercises with music. Maybe music will push you.
Yeah, so music would push me. Yes, that's true.
Great. Yeah, and
I think
more
so.
Dancing motions, not like routines, because some people they're so structured and would like 1, 2, 3. If you're a dancer, we will set up your morning exercise.
I think it would be really. I'm just now thinking about the music would be like the South American or the bossa nova or something like that, where it's not real fast like rock and roll, but it's not like Tai Chi where it's real, too soft. You know what I mean? So it's something in the middle where you can get some undulation going on and some.
So this
work
will
the bottom
you.
part. Yeah, work the stomach and the bottom part.
We will
and
customize this. We can start even 15 minutes.
I'm already doing your 3-minute one. But just the rolling of the neck and all of that. But the joints. But I play it 3 or 4 times, and I do that whole thing 3 or 4 times. And I want to get to the bottom part of what to do.
The next question. How has your definition of beauty changed since your modeling days?
I think they've changed in a way that let's not get away from being vain. I still like to look pretty and
of course,
and do all and all that, but not too overmade. I think that makes you look older sometimes. If you make yourself up too much, it makes anyway. But I think the definition of beauty starts, of course, with a little bit of age. Starts coming from your inner beauty.
Yeah.
Which I've always had a feel for that, but it was definitely more how you physically looked, and so I think beauty starts coming from the inside is much better.
Yeah.
I think the natural look is really beautiful, like flowing silks and kind of bellow. You know, I like to kind of get back to that tunic kind of feel, and so I need the shape for that too.
So, to feel,
but just feel
women.
like a little bit
Yeah.
more freer inside yourself rather than just really tight, you know, clothing.
And then you can't breathe on
and
the
just
podium.
and very earthy colors, and you know, just kind of that makes me. Well, look at me! I've got polka dots on today, but still, you know, it's spring colors. But some of the outfits I've gotten lately, like the one I wore yesterday when I was singing, that really fluid chiffon, just makes you feel pretty.
Yeah.
Without having to be all made up. I mean, I know, all bugs love me.
Yeah, see, you're sweet. What is one line of poetry you have written or could write about your body in this age?
That's a question.
It's an artistic question.
A line of poetry
About your body.
I don't want to be walking down a rocky road, that's for sure. Because you don't want it like lumpy. You want it something's, again, soft and supple and, I don't know, like a willow. But not weeping for me. That's a song.
Okay.
But a willow in the wind, too. Like, that's, might as well be spring, that song. I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. That, you know, you just want to be kind of go with the flow kind of thing.
Okay, interesting.
So I want to be supple enough to do that with the body.
The next question. Do your cats remind you to slow down and stretch, or are they just there to supervise?
The latter. The former. They help me to slow down and stretch because I see them doing that.
Stretching.
Yeah,
It should
I
remind
see them.
you.
Yeah, that reminds me. It's like, oh yeah, I need to do.
Good.
You know, and like I had a lady came over yesterday before the concert that we did, and she wanted to see the kitties because she thinks they're so beautiful, these two cats that I have. And so she went over to Mimi, and Mimi started doing this big stretch with a big hunch on the back, and she said, "Oh, you're arching your back." She was afraid as if maybe she was going to attack her.
Oh.
And I said, "No, she's stretching because she's been curled up in this little, you know, round thing she sleeps in, and so she's just getting out of it, and that's what makes me go, oh yeah, I need to do that too. Stretch.
Yeah, so
they
next
do a lot
time,
of stretching, these cats.
Oh, they are.
Oh,
all
yes.
the time. They're
Yeah,
sitting a little bit, then go stretch first, and then walking.
Yeah, they do. They really do. So I think definitely the first part of that question.
It's very simple. What is your favorite time of the day to feel at peace in your own skin?
Probably the morning time, because I haven't got too much negative energy happening yet. You know, so it's like at the morning I feel really good, and oh yeah, it's beautiful, the birds are chirping, the cats are stretching. It's like, yeah, what are we going to do today? And well, I'm going to lay there for a while and think about what I'm going to do, you know, what do I want to accomplish, you know. So I think that's when I'm best in my skin. Now, once I get up and start doing it all, I'm in a whole different zone.
Yeah. And what about evening time? Are you
The
totally
evening
out of
is,
energy?
Yeah, well, I'm not totally out of energy. Sometimes I just have to push myself, too, because you know what it's like when you're married. Even though I'm not married, it's like you're taking care of someone else, so you're making dinner. It's got things to do that I don't mind preparing dinner. It's the afterwards, it's the cleanup that's not so much fun, you know. But still, I get kind of, that's another thing that I get kind of zoned out with. If I'm doing dishes, I can just I can meditate. It's like a meditation, you know. I know this is strange, but I like to iron because I just
Oh, yeah.
I just
I
see
like
all the
to.
iron, all the wrinkles going away. And there's a product at the end product, something nice. I like to iron my pillowcases and things like that. Not the whole sheets like I used to, but I'm not that anal. But still, the pillowcases. It's just kind of something that you can do for your own self.
Yeah, and it's pleasant
that's-
that put your head on the
Right.
iron pillows.
Yes, I have some really good poetry about my bed.
Tell us.
Well, I'm a Leo, so I like that. I like my cat naps, and I like, my bed is a private, personal sanctuary of your inner soul, I guess you might say. And it's just
Wow. It's a real poem about bed.
yeah, I do. I have a couple of those.
Do you remember?
No,
No?
they're too long. I could read one at one time.
Good. Next time, bring
But
your poetry.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
one, the poem about the bed. Yeah, because it just makes me feel like it's like almost a ritual of the fluffing of the pillow and the smoothing of the sheets, and you've got your beautiful fluffy whatevers. If it's summertime, you've got your very very crisp, cool sheet things, and in the winter, it's like, I don't know. It just
That's
I
awesome.
love the bed.
Yeah, so I love sleep.
Sometimes I would just say that I could sleep all day here in this cozy little bed, but I said, but I have things to do. I have to get up.
No, I
Yeah.
love to sleep only certain time, certain hours, and then once I get energy, I need to wake up and go
And
to
yeah,
change
then
world.
I'm doing it,
Yeah.
So, but what I need to get in the habit of, and I think it is more of a habit, because like John likes to take a walk after.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
In the evening.
And it's good for him because he sits a lot, but I'm moving all the time. So by the time that walk comes around, sometimes I'm walked out. I could wear one of those little walking deals. How many miles have you walked today? And my legs start hurting. I said, well, you take a walk, hon. I'm going to sit here for just a few minutes,
Yeah.
But sometimes I do like to take the walk and get out and, beautiful evening especially, or even in wintertime, I like to go out and have a little bit of a stroll after dinner. It's fine.
I remember
get
your
all
photo
bundled
you
up.
sent me.
Yeah. Get all bundled
Yeah.
up and take a nice refreshing walk. But my thing is more of a morning. I like, if I'm going to go somewhere, I like to get up and take a nice walk in the morning, and then
You
yeah.
will enjoy this.
Yeah,
in
I
the
enjoy
morning
it more than I do after I've been up and doing all these, not necessarily just chores, but projects.
Yeah. You have a lot of projects.
I know.
Different,
Maybe.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe too many, but it's fun. It keeps me active, I guess. So.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Do you think the creativity and physical health are connected?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's not only really good for your brain to think of, because that's another thing about singing is you remember the lyrics, and just have the feeling of it's physical when you're standing there and
Yeah.
doing that,
Yeah.
So you have to have a good balance. I'm telling you, sometimes I get so much energy going on throughout my whole body when I'm starting to sing that I feel like I'm just going to fall over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just get, wow, so energized by it. So I have to could think of that, but I think the whole creativity, making anything is really good for the brain, it's good for the thoughts, it's good for the color. I love color schemes. I just love, that's what I do with my crochet too. I just love to play with colors.
Yeah.
And I think colors really spark your
Yes. So it's
your
so much
creativity.
connected.
Yeah, everything is all connected like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you 100%.
exactly. Yeah. You do a lot of you have a lot of creativity.
Yeah.
Go
That I
on.
need
Like
good
this one.
shape.
Yeah.
Because sitting on a sewing machine, your whole
That's what
body is-
happens, yeah.
Like you crochet.
Yeah.
If you pay a long time doing something, sitting in one position, that we need real stretching or good workout.
Well, even when I do the jewelry, I get so
Oh, yeah.
involved in it that I just get lost,
Yeah.
And time just goes. I mean, it's like, oh wow, it's 4 or 5 hours have gone by.
It was sunrise at sunset now.
It's kind of like, you need to be aware of that, because otherwise you don't get up and stretch
Yeah.
and walk around, or you should get up every so often and It's like when I take a drive with him to go here to go play. He goes and plays music. I'll take the drive with him. But can we stop every few, little while? Can't hardly, no, I've got to go. I've got to get there, But yeah, if you have to go to the bathroom, that's one thing. Okay,
Yes,
but not, Can we just get out of the car? Because I need to get out and stretch sometimes for my back.
Yeah, yeah. It could be good habit to have.
But I know what
something,
my
yeah.
limitations are.
Good, good to know.
Yeah, you have to know that.
Before problems start growing.
Yeah, well, it probably already had happened. The problem already was there, so now I know. Because
okay.
I can't go that long without, getting up and working it out and stuff. Yeah.
But right now you can't prevent the problem
Exactly.
because you know your body.
Yeah, you know, you've been there.
Yeah.
And you took the body with you.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, my dear friend, thank you so very much for this lovely conversation. I think the people enjoy it also.
I think it's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Of course. And we will be back in October, I think.
Yes.
We will make another interview and Candyce will share with us her progress.
Yes,
So,
and I'll definitely have some progress.
we will.
Because I'm working on it.
Of course.
Well, with
So,
your help.
see you soon.
Thanks.